Garth Hudson, born on August 2, 1937, in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, was a pioneering musician renowned for his work with the band, where he served as the keyboardist and occasionally played the saxophone. A vital figure in shaping the group's unique sound, he was celebrated by Keyboard magazine as the most brilliant organist in the rock world. His contributions to music were recognized with an induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1994. Hudson remained the last surviving original member of the band until his death on January 21, 2025, at the age of 87. Hudson's musical genius was epitomized by his mastery of the Lowrey organ, an instrument that became his signature. However, his talents extended far beyond the organ. He was equally adept at playing the piano, accordion, electronic keyboards, and saxophones. His skills made him a sought-after session musician, and he collaborated with numerous artists, including Elton John, who cited Hudson as an early influence. Born into a musically inclined family, Hudson was raised in a household that nurtured his talents. His father, Fred James Hudson, was a multi-instrumentalist and a World War I veteran, while his mother, Olive Luella Pentland, played the piano and accordion and sang. In 1940, the family moved to London, Ontario, where Hudson's prodigious abilities quickly became apparent. He began piano lessons early, performed country songs on the accordion, and played organ for church services and funerals. By the age of 12, he was performing professionally with dance bands. Hudson received classical training in piano, music theory, and counterpoint, composing his first song at the age of 11. He briefly attended the University of Western Ontario, focusing on the works of Bach, but found classical music too restrictive and left after a year. His love for diverse musical styles led him to join the Silhouettes in 1956, a group that evolved into Paul London and the Capers. During this period, Hudson encountered the Lowrey organ, an instrument that would define his career. In 1961, Ronnie Hawkins and drummer Levon Helm invited Hudson to join their backing band, the Hawks. Initially hesitant, Hudson agreed on two conditions. Hawkins had to purchase him a Lowrey organ, and the other band members would pay him extra for music lessons. These terms helped appease Hudson's parents, who were skeptical of rock and roll. Hudson often described music as a healing force, a sentiment he reiterated in the documentary The Last Waltz. By the time Hudson joined, the Hawks included Helm, Robbie Robertson, Rick Danko, and Richard Manuel. Their collective talent was undeniable and eventually led to their transformation into the band. In 1963, the group parted ways with Hawkins and began touring as Levon and the Hawks. Hudson also started session work, contributing to John Hammond Jr.'s So Many Roads in 1965. That same year, the group joined forces with Bob Dylan for his groundbreaking Electric Tour in 1966. Following Dylan's motorcycle accident, they retreated to Woodstock, New York, where their collaborative sessions produced the Basement Tapes. The band's debut album, Music from Big Pink, 1968, showcased their innovative sound, with Hudson's contributions shining through. His organ work on Chest Fever expanded during live performances with his improvisational piece, The Genetic Method, demonstrated his brilliance. Beyond the organ, Hudson's skills with the accordion and saxophone enriched tracks such as Tears of Rage and Unfaithful Servant. He was also a trailblazer in the use of synthesizers and clavinet, evident in songs like Up on Cripple Creek. The band's original lineup concluded its touring career with a grand farewell concert, The Last Waltz, in 1976. Directed by Martin Scorsese, the event featured a star-studded lineup and became a landmark in rock history. After releasing their final album, Islands, the band disbanded. Hudson married singer Maud Hudson and settled in Malibu, where they owned the Big Oak Basin Dude Ranch until it was destroyed by wildfires in 1978. Despite the band's hiatus, Hudson remained active as a session musician in the late 1970s and 1980s. He collaborated with a wide range of artists, including Emmylou Harris, Van Morrison, and Leonard Cohen. He also composed music for multimedia projects, such as Our Lady Queen of the Angels. In 1983, the band reformed without Robbie Robertson and continued to perform until the tragic loss of Richard Manuel in 1986. In 2001, Hudson released his debut solo album, The Sea to the North. Despite facing financial difficulties, including multiple bankruptcies, he remained dedicated to his craft. During the early 2000s, he joined Burrito Deluxe and formed a group called The Best. With his wife, Maud, they released the live album Live at the Wolf and continued to perform together. Hudson also contributed as a session musician to projects by artists like Nico Case and the Sadies. In 2010, Hudson honored his legacy with Garth Hudson Presents, a Canadian celebration of the band, a tribute album featuring Canadian artists. His final public performance in 2023 included a heartfelt rendition of Duke Ellington's Sophisticated Lady. Throughout his career, Hudson received numerous accolades. He was inducted into the Juno Hall of Fame in 1989, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1994, and Canada's Walk of Fame in 2014. In 2019, he was appointed a member of the Order of Canada, recognizing his extraordinary contributions to music. Garth Hudson passed away peacefully on January 21, 2025, at the age of 87, in a nursing home in Woodstock, New York. His legacy as a trailblazer in music and a cornerstone of the band endures. At the time of his passing, Hudson's net worth was estimated at $2 million, amassed through his illustrious career, endorsements, and various ventures. And with that, thanks for watching, share with friends, and please subscribe for more videos.